The following is a paid announcement by the JLP.
Jamaica need a change now. Change is coming, baby. So the change is coming now.
The Prime Minister declares that even if the majority of people say that we are going in the wrong direction, and if we are not changing course, it means that a few will continue to plunder poor people's money, because we will have to continue to live with the rampant corruption that has characterized this government, of which the Prime Minister has been a part from beginning till now.
What I find with this guy, he always finds some reason to go after and do Holiness indirectly. And my position is, Bruce Golding, as leader, has been a failure. As Prime Minister, double failure.
But Jamaica has to change course. I have a team that is committed to changing that course.
Well, that comment has not gone down well with Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, Everald Warmington, who has blasted the former party leader.
It's a guy who has lost his relevance and is trying to be relevant. But by attacking your own party, you're supposed to be. That don't make you relevant. And I want to say, Bruce needs to stop it and stop it now. Back off.
Now you become friends because you're a member of the Jamaica Labour Party. You can see me around and hail me because you're a member of the Jamaica Labour Party. The minute your politics change, the friendship change. Me and your friend because of politics, nothing else. Me and your friend because you're a Labourite. Me trust you because you're a Labourite. So the minutes you become not a Labourite, then me can't trust you no more. Therefore, me and you're no friend no more. Simply put, you, the two daughters of Colonel Charles, Uno two is on a campaign to mash up the party because you endorse some jankro who no mean the party no good and if you stop it. An enemy of the Jamaica Labour Party and the leadership and the leader is an enemy of mine.
So it is now official. They want to push out Andrew Wallace. They want to kick away Andrew Wallace's foot. Bruce Golding a campaign against Andrew Wallace to make Christopher Tough Time take over as the leader of the Jamaican Lion Party. And so are Colonel Charles, two big daughter them, according to Chopper Media, them greatest vlogger. I have to say, now people, all we want is for these people to just back off and leave Jamaica alone. Because what them are going with can't help them. And if Christopher Tough Time come, at the same treatment him going get, because the whole of them cut from the same neighbor thing. The whole of them under the same roof, the whole of them are corruption and bad mind and iniquity worker. So it no matter what them do, it not going to change. The whole of them are the same thing. So Bruce Golding decided to criticize Andrew Wallace on a whole lot of things, people. And we have all of that coming up inside of this update. We are going to break it down. But Colonel Charles, two big daughter them, according to Chopper Media, a fight against the Jamaican Labour Party, a fight against Andrew Wallace, and according to Chopper Media, them become an enemy of him, from them become an enemy of Bro Devil. So people, you know see what they go on at the Jamaican Lion Party. Some members are not accepting Andrew Wallace behavior, where him a thief from poor people purse and a thief charity money. Some of them not agree with it. Some of them not agree with the needs as well. Some of them don't want the needs as well. Because remember, you know, them have family, you know. And you have people who care about their family, you know. You understand what I say? But people, big and serious. If you don't want Andrew Wallace figure out prison, leave a like on the video and say prison in the comment section. Make we set him up. If you don't want Bro Devil figure out prison, like up the video and put prison in the comment section and share the content as well, because we have a lot coming up inside this update. Bless up to my viewers and my subscribers them. May hope everybody having a blessed and a wonderful day. Now my viewers and my subscribers, remember, in everything you do, always put God first. in every and any situation, just always remember to call upon God. Always remember to pray, because a prayer day keep the devil away. Now, my viewers and my subscribers, we have a lot coming up inside this update, so we now waste no time. Watch the video until the end and like up the video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed as yet, and turn on the post notification bell. Alright, make we run the intro and come back. We soon forward. So welcome back to my viewers and my subscribers them. Big up to all of my viewers, big up to all of my subscribers them. We continually support the channel and help the channel to grow. Now, remember to leave a like on this video. Remember to give this video a thumbs up. Also, if you're a new viewers, first time on my channel, then please subscribe to my channel and turn on the post notification bell, so whenever we drop new content, you will be first to be notified. Share the content with a friend, a family, a loved one. Share it on your social media platform. And viewers and subscribers, remember, we are on our way to 100,000 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed yet, now is the right time for you to subscribe and turn on the post notification bell so you miss no content. Alright? So people, make we start off the update with the Jamaican Liard Party members over there in Mandeville are calling on the mayor of Mandeville to resign simply because he made a comment. But remember, Horace Chang and the whole of them say there is no way you have to them a pass a law, right? Me don't want to lie upon them. Horace Chang and Andrew Wallace a pass a law where you're not going to have to explain your wealth. So one of the main reasons why they want to pass this law is to keep Andrew Wallace out of prison. Because remember, Andrew Wallace cannot explain his wealth, Remember, Andrew Wallace just get rich overnight, come billionaires overnight, and him can't explain him wealth, So the man never wrong. But listen what I go on, people. JLP calls for Mandeville mayor's resignation. That's what they call for. Member of the Jamaican Labour Party, JLP Communication Task Force, Marlon Morgan, is calling for Mandeville Mayor Donovan Mitchell to resign over comments he made that seemed to support unexplained wealth. But guess what? Who first started? Remember say, Horace Chang and Andrew Wallace in support of this unexplained wealth for save Andrew Wallace backside. So what we talk about? The man just clap back at Uno with no own words because of what I go on with. But people, check this out.
We know, Mr. Chairman, we know if you visit and pass, you can see some of the activities, washing all them boots with Hennessy and all of those things.
Nothing is that wrong with that.
No, Chairman.
Because there is nothing wrong with there is nothing wrong with unexplained wealth. Sit down.
So as when you hear that the meeting, people, they might talk about the youths them in a Mandeville where I use NEC. I wash them shoes, right? So, what am I want to say? The youth them chop the money and I use the money for wash them shoes. And they should be locked up for that. So the mayor say, well, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with unexplained wealth. Because the reason why I say that is because of Andrew Wallace. Remember, Andrew Wallace cannot explain how him getting wealth, And then Horace Chang and Andrew Wallace are trying to pass a law where, if you got prison for unexplained wealth. So why you don't want to go for the youth them, but you don't want to go for Andrew Wallace? You don't say people are hypocrite. Why you don't want to go pressure the ghetto youth them? Because them are wash their shoes with NEC. But you don't want to go for Andrew Wallace with thief billions from taxpayers' purse, You don't want to go for Andrew Wallace. We sign up all kind of dirty deal and sell out the people them and have the money and share between him and his friend and enrich himself. You don't want to go for him. But people, check out that area, people.
Mayor Mitchell made the comment while responding to a councillor during Thursday's sitting of the Manchester Municipal Corporation.
We know, Mr. Chairman, we know if you visit and pass, you can see some of the activities, washing all them boots with Hennessy and all of those things.
Nothing is that wrong with that. Because there is nothing wrong with Unexplained well. Sit down.
The comment has drawn condemnation from the JLP's Marlon Morgan.
I was flabbergasted last evening when I heard Nationwide's newscast, and indeed that clip, the very clip that you were playing and played earlier, where Mayor Donovan Mitchell essentially gives support or succor in terms of his utterance to the very issue that is creating a decline and loss of life in Mandeville as a space.
He says the comment should result in the mayor being removed from his role.
We have heard from the horse's mouth in as much as we heard from Dennis Meadows in that tape which saw his undoing as the PNP standard bearer in North Trelawney. It cannot be that lives are being lost in Mandeville, lives are being lost across Jamaica on the back of this deleterious and harmful practice called lottery scamming, and persons are essentially giving tacit or open support to this activity in terms of signaling that there's nothing wrong, as it were, with unexplained wealth. It's absolutely untenable. Donovan Mitchell has to go as PNP standard bearer in Manchester Central. He has to go as mayor of Mandeville. He has to go as chairman of the Manchester Municipal Corporation.
Nationwide News had reached out to Mayor Mitchell for an explanation regarding his comment. The mayor requested the clip of him that was carried in our newscast. Up to news time, Mayor Mitchell has not yet provided a further explanation to Nationwide News. He did, however, tell Nationwide News that he was heading into an urgent meeting and would be happy to speak with our news center at another time on the matter.
So people, government still plans to introduce unexplained wealth orders, Chang. So just for sure to say, they might try to put in place, right, this thing where you don't have to go to prison and you don't have to get no question for your unexplained wealth. Just like Andrew Wallace with what Andrew Wallace are going with right now, where him now give no explanation where him get so much money from and all of that. They might try to put a law in place. Even the church, umbrella group, everybody asks them to reconsider doing so, and them no want to do it. So that is why the mayor said to them, listen, leave the youth them, let the youth them wash them car, because at the end of the day, if government official can get away with certain things, then leave the youth them too. Make them live. Why watch them with their NEC where them have to wash their shoes? What good for the goose, good for the gander as well. So if the youth them can get locked up for unexplained wealth, that means that government officials supposed to get locked up for unexplained wealth as well. You understand what I say? And Horace Chang decides that him still are going to introduce the unexplained wealth orders. So people, these people are such a big old hypocrite. But that is not really the problem, you know. The problem is that the man tell them plain and straight, say them curfew, what them have, it now work. That is their problem. This is what I'm talking about.
If we have a shooting in the town where 7 people were shot in broad daylight, why are we having curfews at night? Because if people are killing people in broad daylight, they can kill them at any time. And if we have an 80% clear up rate, why are we still having all of these curfews? People are asking me the questions and I don't know what to tell them. Because we're now going up into the Utah season. People want to sell some more. They have been affected by berry, they have been affected by the raids. And none of these persons are allowed to have their business. I was shocked on Monday night. This is one of these nights I went down to a restaurant on Ward Avenue. Only to know that the restaurant was closed so early because they were ordered to be closed. But KC wasn't closed, and Burger King wasn't closed, and Island Grill wasn't closed. And these are the things that causes people to be irritated. Because you're closing the smaller restaurant. This is a restaurant. But yet the bigger ones are open. There's something wrong with the system. And I mean, if you have cleared up all of these, 80%, and people are shooting people in broad daylight, why are we having curfews? From 6 to 6. These people can shoot anybody anywhere, anytime.
So that are them biggest problem because the man lick out upon them and tell them say them a pressure the small man, but them not pressure the bigger heads them. You close down the small man restaurant, but at the end of the day, KFC, Mothers, and Highland Grill and all of them places still open, while the poor man place can't open. The poor man can't make no money because of a curfew, but the rich man can make the money. That no make no sense. So that's why I'm telling you all the while, you know, this government were put in place to pressure poor people. This government here, the Jamaican Labour Party, were put in place to pressure poor people. And me and you know, say, each and every time when this man put out curfew, it not affect the bigger heads. It only affect the poor people them. Trust me.
The Holiness administration has touted its macroeconomic milestones as a main driver in the development of the country. But despite these achievements, many Jamaicans argue that there is a disconnect between the economic gains and their immediate needs. In an attempt to discredit the argument, Prime Minister Holiness says those needs cannot be accomplished without a strong economy.
How do we get the people of the country to understand that without correcting these macroeconomic, they sound like big things outside of our understanding. But if you don't get these things right, all the other things that you complain about, you won't get them right. And what you will end up on is a cycle of unfulfilled promises. Because populist leaders will come and tell you, yeah, we're going to fix all your problems today without any reference to the economy. And then they get disappointed. Those aspirations cannot be fulfilled without having a solid economy.
The Prime Minister sought to explain that it is through foreign investments and partnerships that the country's unemployment rate is at a record low, putting more income in the pockets of ordinary Jamaicans.
The average person will say, but that can, yam. That is what is going to enable you to eat. When Unicom and other investors come here and put down their money and employ you. And for some people, these facts are uncomfortable because it doesn't accord with the narrative and framework that they would like to see materialize. But the truth is that because of investments like these, we are pulling in more people into the economy. So yes, this nice unemployment number, this unemployment figure might sound distant to you, but this is not the same Jamaica that existed 10 years ago. It's a different Jamaica where more people have income.
The Prime Minister says the gains from macroeconomic successes are being reinvested in Jamaicans. He made mention of the reverse income tax credit as a prime example.
And that is a commitment of this government, that as we pursue the economic development and getting the macroeconomic variables right, the dividends from that, rest assured, the dividends from that will be reinvested in the people in tangible ways. That is why we did something like the reverse tax credit, never before in Jamaica's history, where the government is giving back to people who earn less than $3 million per year. Never before happened. That's a way in which we are making sure that the dividends of the good economic management reaches to the people. Yes, good economic management can yam.
Shaloy Smichael for Nationwide News.
Every day, Andrew Wallace and him administration get up. Economic growth. We have to fix economic first. We have to fix this, we have to fix that. And all the fix them are fix economic. Life not get no better. Life I get worse. All them do are check the people them. Because them know say the people them don't really understand what them are say. Them put out some big words where the people them can't understand. And put a few small one in it. And check the people of Jamaica. Economic growth, which part? The inner community road them is a disaster. People have to get up every day and cuss about the road them. You buy a wheel put on for your vehicle to their parts in a no time you mash up. Police a pressure taxi man. Taxi man can't run in peace because of police. Vendors can't sell in peace because of municipal police. Metro police or whatever they want to call them. Economic growth. Yeah, a whole heap of hotel a bill, but the money a stay here. The money not stay here. And then, the hotel them pay people little or nothing. And they make you all like big bucks and go back with it. It not stay in a country. So which part? The economy are grow when the economy are decline. All the government do are cheat poor people. That's all them do. And that is why you see Bruce Golding a burn out and Julius and a burn out him needs and all of that when him take foreign money to come give people needs. And people, if you don't want to see this is a wicked government, come out of power and go to prison. They like a video and say prison in the comment section. Prison for that thief in wicked, evil, who be working government. Him and him members them is a national disgrace to this country. And we now put remote a ground and talk. We now put remote a ground and talk. This government and its members are a national disgrace to this country.
Stark and stinging defense of the Prime Minister this evening by one of his ministers amidst questions and criticisms after the SSL multi-billion-dollar fraud.
Now it comes from Everald, Warmington in the wake of former Prime Minister Bruce Golding's recent comments on the issue.
Among the critics blasting the FSC and by extension the government's oversight of investment entities amidst the SSL fraud saga is former Prime Minister Bruce Golding. On a recent radio program, Mr. Golding suggested that the government dropped the ball. According to Mr. Golding, the government has a responsibility. They are the ones that issue licenses to these investment houses. And in the issuing of the license, what they are saying to the public is that the government is satisfied that these are good people to do business with, so you can go ahead and do business with them. He went on to say, well, that is what Usain Bolt did, and look what happened to him. Well, that comment has not gone down well with Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, Everald Warmington, who has blasted the former party leader.
It's a guy who has lost his relevance and is trying to be relevant. But by attacking your own party, you're supposed to be. That don't make you relevant. And I want to say, Bruce needs to stop it and stop it now. Back off.
Mr. Warmington insists that Mr. Golding's statement on the matter is not valid, suggesting that the government has no part in private transactions.
My position, based on his statement yesterday and some program is on, enough is enough. We're going to talk about government to encourage people to invest in stock and what they do. When SSL, what on earth does the government have to do with SSL? That's a private investment entity.
Everald Warmington, Momalashi, you know say Bruce Golding wrong. You know say Bruce Golding right. But the problem is that the whole of no thief out the money too. The whole of no get out of it. The government share the money with the whole of no thief. And you, Everald Warmington, one of the main reasons why you don't like Bruce Golding is because Bruce Golding tell you say, you know, want certain type of people in a cabinet and that burn you. And that's why I'm going to fight out Bruce Golding in the first place. Because Bruce Golding will say, not in my cabinet. So Everald Warmington, you can defend and Julius within ranks all you want because you don't know ranks from right. Because if you're gone certain way, that means you don't know ranks from right. Be honest with me, Everald Warmington. Be honest with me, Mumalashi. You don't know rank from right. Your government don't know rank from right. You all on is a bungle of thief. We need to resign. And the Jamaican people need to force on out and make all of you little nasty criminal resign. All of you to resign. On is a national disgrace to this country. How people even support you. You rob the poor people purse every day. Every day. And Bruce Golding right. Bruce Golding right. And you're talking about SSL. Andrew Wallace pull out the money out of SSL just before it crashed. And then check how much money. 147,000 US dollar. Andrew Wallace pull out of SSL right before it crashed. So just check it.
He further contends that the former party leader's comment is part of a continued attack on the current leader and the Prime Minister, Andrew Holiness.
What I find with this guy, he always finds some reason to go after Andrew Holiness indirectly. And my position is, Bruce Golding, as leader, has been a failure. As Prime Minister, double failure. A former Prime Minister, call Andrew Holiness and talk to him behind closed doors. But they keep on sniping and it's an attack indirectly on my Prime Minister, my government, my party. And I will defend the Jamaica Labour Party, Andrew Holiness administration, and Prime Minister Andrew Holiness by any means necessary.
You want to control this? You have to TV.
That is a serious threat, you know. That is a very, very serious threat, you know. Everald Warmington, Mama Lashley just said, you know. Him say, him will defend Andrew Wallace with any means necessary. That simple means say, anything it take to defend Andrew Wallace, to make him remain as a prime minister, he will do it. So if a war. If a people for job, a people for job. That is what Everald Warmington literally I said to the people them. And then he made that comment over Chilani the other day, where him say, him will defend Andrew Wallace with him life. And if anybody want to touch Andrew Wallace, they must go through him first. Those are some very serious threats from a politician. And knowing how Everald Warmington stay, you have to take these threats very seriously. That is what the Jamaican Labour Party is all about. War. Them love war. Them love war. That is what they are all about. And that's why the people of Jamaica need to stand up on their foot and vote out this wicked, evil party once and for all.
The Prime Minister has joined the debate about the National Identification System needs, weighing in on some of the concerns while raising others of his own. While indicating that he supports the introduction of the new ID system, Bruce Golding says some concerns should be addressed before going forward, while others are just ludicrous. TVJ's Herman Green reports.
For former Prime Minister Bruce Golding, a national identification system has been a long time in the making, as he was part of a team working on establishing such a system in 1979. That attempt, he recalls, was scaled down to a voter's ID system because of concerns and details that needed to be finalized in a relatively short time. Speaking at a recent political science lecture series at the University of the Commonwealth Caribbean campus in Kingston, Mr. Golding raised those concerns, starting with information security.
If WikiLeaks could break into the State Department technology and steal Hillary Clinton business, then what is poor little Jamaica for them to find out? So that's an area that I would want greater assurance on.
He listed different agencies such as the police having secured levels of access to the information as another concern which needs to be ventilated. He believes that with most aspects of life going digital, Jamaica needs to operate as a modern society. He notes that most Jamaicans accept new biometric measures, including himself the last time he traveled.
The man put a camera in my eye and photographed my eye. He has data about my, what do you call this, biometric here. He has data about that I don't have. My own government don't have that.
All I can tell my fellow Jamaican people, my viewers, my subscribers, my families, my friends, each and everyone out there, consider taking that thing there with them call him needs. Andrew Wallace take foreign money if he can force that needs business upon we. Make Andrew alone galang digital. No make Andrew Wallace control no. A slavery them a bring on back to. No make them do it. We born free, make we stay free. We don't need no slave master over we. So make Andrew Wallace get back foreign money. Only not take no needs. Reject the needs. And everything where we see other country are jumping in, we must jump in. Every day, world evolve, world change, world not change. When you see the world change, how the people them change things in our world. God world not change. The only time God world got change is when God come back for his world. So reject them and them needs. Do not accept their needs, which it going to be a challenge. Because enough people will get cut off and at this you're going to know who did really trust and believe in a God and who can hold out or who are going to sell out to the devil. Because enough people now can bear it and enough people are going to give in to the system and check the needs and control by the system. Me no want it. Same way God can come and same way I go back. Me not sell out. Me not sell my soul. Me not do it. Them have to go along with that. Go away. Them say the love of money are the root of all evil. And once you look upon the Jamaican Labour Party, you see say evil night. Me tell you already, the Jamaican Labour Party were created by the CIA to destroy Jamaica, to destroy Michael Manley, to destroy everything that Jamaicans stand for. So you know make them chicken now. You stand up, pound 2 foot them. And not bow down to no foreign country. Me no want their needs. And I will not accept their needs. I am a child of God. A true believer in God. He is the creator, our Lord and Savior. And I will not betray him after all of what he has done for me. I will not sell out to the devil nor the system. So people, my advice to you, say no to needs. Reject needs. Reject Andrew Holiness and him administration and any other leader will come. I want to force it upon you. Reject them with it. Do not sell out to the devil. From the born and the grow until now, now hear about the mark of the beast. It is here now. Now is the time. Look at it. Don't sell out to the system. As me say, state your thought down below in the comment section. And as usual, remember to leave a like on this video. Give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe if you haven't subscribed as yet and turn on the bell. Alright?